Hey, it's Tom from Inspiration Metalworks, and it never fails. Right when you're in the middle of something big, a rush job comes walking through the door. So had to take a break from the move to knock a couple of parts out and then get back on it. So we're still in the middle of the move, but I wanted to at least give you an idea of what's going on here. So let's take a look at this project. All right, so let's take a look at what we're working on today. My friends over at Oak City Artisans here in Raleigh, uh, they've done some work for these guys before, and they asked them to make some signs. Actually, four of them, and you can see the sign has got three pieces to it. There's the at least my part of the sign. It's got three pieces to it. There's the backer, there's the script, and the arrow. So I got the call, and it was one of these things where the timing was either stop and do it right then, or it wouldn't get done because of the shop move. And so I was like, "Yep, I got you. I can do this." And the nice part about these guys is, even though all of their work is all handcrafted, it's all hand done. They don't well, they use power tools, but nothing is CNC or anything like that. But the primary owner is an engineer, and he's a CAD guy, right? So what made this really easy for me is he sent over this picture to let me know what was coming, but he also sent a drawing file, and the drawing file I was able to just upload. And if you guys don't know how to do that in Fusion, right, you just click the little cloud button, the upload button, right? I was able to upload his drawing right into Fusion, right, and it was ready to go. So I went ahead. Let's take a look at the front view, and I tell you, Will was so great about this. He even did all the nesting for me, right? So the only thing I was concerned about is things like this O, right? In the plasma cam system, we have to watch for things like this. Typically, I'm making signs that are freestanding signs. This one's going to have a back, so it's a little less important. But this part here of the O, if I cut that and then I cut this part of the O out, right, it would just drop out, right? It would be gone. Typically, we would use tabs to hold it in place, right? Well, we don't need to do that in this case. I talked to Will, and he's like, "Yeah, we just need the parts. We'll go ahead and attach them to the wooden backer, so they'll be free floating." So from there, what you would typically do, right? You come over to your sketch and right click on that sketch. If I can right click on it, here we go, and save as a DXF, right? That'll let me go right into what I need to do in the PlasmaCam setup. If you're doing, you could actually do G code from here as well, right? So you could go right into your G code for this. But in my case, I just use the DXF file, and it imports directly in, and I use the native toolpaths that come with the PlasmaCam. So I tell you what, let's stop this here, and let's look at the PlasmaCam. Okay, I think we're in the PlasmaCam setup at this point. So, right, so you can see what it looks like here. Let's zoom in a little bit here though. So let's see. Maybe. There we go. It's a little slow. I'm using Chrome Remote Desktop, and it's a little on the slow side. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's look at some of the things that I had to do manually. When I did my tool paths, or my cut paths for this, the PlasmaCam system will automatically recognize cutouts and add the cut paths. I had to manually add this cut path in place and then put it in the order properly, because it knows that when it cuts this, the rest of it's going to drop out, and so it ignored this middle part, right? So I had to make a small change there, but otherwise, as you can see, let's just go to the full page. Will had done all the hard work. He had done the drawing, he had done the nesting, and all I did was do an array. I made 4 of these 2x2 and just spread it out. So with this nesting, I was able to fit the whole thing in on one 4x4 sheet. So it worked out pretty well. So from here, and I should be we should have some video running in the background too of the actual cutting and stuff like that. So I went ahead and I cut out all the O's first, the parts that we're going to drop out. I also cut the arrows and the script out. And then from there, I had it cut the outside. I noticed when I started to do this first one that I had edited the N in Eno, and it was out of order in the cut paths. So caught it in time, stopped it, cut the N, reordered everything, and now it's saved properly for the rest of the array. But you know, it's one of those things where just didn't catch it at the time. But I think it came out. All right, well, I snuck the cutting portions in there a little early because I realized this video is, you know, it's getting a little long for just a real quick project. So I figured, you know, we'll try and keep it around 5 minutes. Anyways, shop move is still going great. In fact, I am getting ready now to get out there and start moving the big equipment. So we've been moving the small stuff and clearing things out so that we can move the larger machines without clutter in the way. So I've been doing that for the last couple of days, and today is the day that I'm going to start moving some of the bigger equipment. So it's time to start breaking things down for real. The plasma cam's got to get broken down, the water table's got to get cleaned out, all the machines need cleaning up. The Tormach, the 440 is already parked at this point and ready to move. The RF 40 is ready to move. The slant bed lathe needs clean up and to park the tool changer so that it's not going to shift around. And then we're ready to go. So it's just a matter of, you know, a little bit of prep work, and if it doesn't get wrapped up today, it will definitely get wrapped up tomorrow. But thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate those of you who contribute to our Patreon campaign. If you are interested in that, I'll put a card up, and I will give you an update soon from the new shop. Thanks.